Welcome to BMK 305 Marketing Communication. For lesson 1, we'll introduce you to marketing communication. Okay, in order to understand marketing communication, you have to understand the communication process. Okay, this should be covered in your principles of marketing as well as your principles and practices of management. Okay, so in the communication process, basically you have the sender and receiver, a sender of the message and the receiver who receives the message. So therefore, the message is being sent, okay, through a media whereby you need to encode the media and then therefore decode the media before a receiver can understand the message. Okay, once the receiver understands the message, the receiver will feedback to the sender. Okay. When we talk about integrated marketing communication, basically what it means is that the company has to get or use all the marketing communication tools available to them, and therefore be able to promote or sell their products to either their business partners, to their suppliers, to their customers, to all relevant parties. Okay. So when we talk about integrated marketing communication tools, you are referring to through advertisement, through okay, through public relations, through direct marketing, through e-marketing, through personal selling, exhibition and sales promotion. Okay, so these are all the integrated marketing tools, marketing communication tools available to the company. Okay, so when we talk about communication, there are definitely challenges faced by the company. For example, in terms of culture barrier, where you have to communicate your products to people of different kind, of different sort, of different ethnic group. Okay, so therefore there will be a challenge to communicate to them. And therefore, we also look at things like, for example, culture variation in terms of symbol. For example, like the Chinese prefer red because red is considered lucky, whereas other people from other ethnic group may not consider red as a luck. Okay. Then we also have in terms of choosing different types of communication channel to communicate to these customers, and the company also faces translation challenges whereby you cannot literally take word for word and translate it to a different language. You have to look at the context of the sentence before you do translation. Okay. Of course, there are also factors that compel the firm or the company to place importance of integrated marketing communication, partly due to the vast changes in information technology, the vast changes in channel power, the increases in competitors in the market, the brand parity in the market, and also the integration of information that is wholesomely and fully available nowadays. Okay. So when we talk about global integrated marketing communication, we're actually referring to trying to coordinate efforts in order to promote your product or to communicate your product to countries all over the world, to the global market. Okay, so the challenge is actually trying to overcome the cultural differences between one country and another country. So basically, in terms of the product wise, you are looking at either a standardized product to sell to them or an adapted product whereby you adapt to the local taste and local preference. Okay. When we talk about marketing communication, we have to look into two areas. One is the ethics and social responsibility. When we talk about ethics, basically there must be some sort of guidelines in terms of what are the things that you can communicate to your customers. So there must be some sort of code of conduct or code of ethics available. Okay. So normally the reason why you need ethics is because marketeers are also being criticized. They are nowadays they are being because people criticize marketing, the way we market our product, because the way marketers design their advertisement or design their sales promotion is basically inducing customers to buy. Whether or not they need the product is a different story. At the end of the day, they just want to sell, 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 and sell their products to the market. Okay, so therefore, sometimes on the other hand, marketeers are also being criticized because they spend a lot on promotion, and what they do is that they take a portion of the money that they spend on promotion and they pass it back to the client by increasing the price of the product. Okay, so here you see some advertisement in terms of like inducing sales, like for example, especially women. Women, you see a line, you scream, I'm so old, so you want to look youthful and you want to look beautiful, so you have to go for skincare products or go for buttocks treatment or whatever it is. Okay. Then in Malaysia, there are some guidelines that is being governed by the Malaysian Communication and Multimedia Commission. Okay, basically these are the objective in terms of providing some code of conduct, code of practice in the market as far as communication is concerned. Okay, when we talk about social responsibility, there are two areas. One is called green marketing in today's context, because in the today's trend of social responsibility is to go green environment to sustain for a better tomorrow. So for example, like Coca-Cola, instead of using red, they're using green. Basically you can either recycle the bottle or recycle the can. Okay. Another way of corporate social responsibility is this thing called cause-related marketing, whereby you actually, for example, like the pink ribbon is actually a fight against breast cancer. So companies like KFC, Escada Perfume, they're actually promoting to fight against breast cancer. So therefore you have a pink, KFC, Colonel Sanders, a pink bucket, and then the decoration of the perfume bottle in pink to, to signify, to basically to tell you that they are fighting a cause in terms of fighting breast cancer. Okay, that's all for the lesson today. We'll continue again for lesson 2. Thank you.